good morning to all fans, viewers, listeners of Radio TV Lave who are abroad and in the country for watching the live broadcast. Again with me, Natalina de Deus Amaral, in the program of Labe Hoestado for today's edition. For today's edition, we will talk about the existence of United Nations in Timor Leste. Dear for now, already our present, our honorable guest, Ms. Fami Balgan, present at Labe Studio as the resident coordinator of United Nations in Timor Leste. So this time, I will give the opportunity to our honorable guest to have a short introduction.
Thank you very much, moderator. My name is Fumi Balogun, and I'm the resident coordinator of the United Nations in Timor Leste.
Okay, great. All the viewers and listeners of Radio TV Labe, so this is the short introductions from our honorable guest. So once again, good morning to our honorable guest, and we will immediately go to the others one. Okay, so how are you today, madam?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm even better now that I'm being interviewed by you.
Okay, great. Well, so this is the program. So we will immediately go with the straight questions. Well, so first of all, I would like to ask you about how do you feel today when you come to visit Labe and see the Labe students?
Thank you. It was very impressive when I came in and I saw all of the children. Like I said earlier, when I was addressing the children, I don't remember any time in my life that in all my career that I've had an opportunity to meet with children that are, less than maybe 10 years old, and a lot of them looking very bright, happy, and so it was really a pleasure, a first time in my career. So I'm completely honored, I'm humbled to be here and to see the amazing work that Labe is doing, and of course the executive director with the children. Not just to learn, but what was also important, I know in Timor Leste we have Portuguese and Tetum, but working languages of English, and so to also see the children being able to speak very good English, especially the two moderators who came to speak. They probably speak even better than I do when I'm reading my speech. So I was really impressed with the level that I saw today.
Yes, this is a very great answer from our honorable guests. So hopefully the viewers and listeners can see what our honorable guests already expressed out about the students of Labe. All right, so we go to the second is as the resident coordinator of United Nations in Timor Leste, how do you see the development of Timor Leste for this present moment?
Yes, so as you know, the United Nations, the work that we do is to support the government of Timor Leste in the development of the people, because we have to, when we talk about development, we are talking about the people of Timor Leste. In all of the critical areas that have been identified by the Sustainable Development Goals that are also aligned to the National Development Sustainable Plan of the government of Timor Leste. So one of the things that I would do a bit of reflection, when you look back at what Timor Leste has done in the last 22 years, I think it's been amazing and phenomenal. To not only did the people fight with the leaders fight for the independence and got independence, but to inherit a country that had nothing. And in just 22 years, because every time I think about 22 years, I look at my own child, because I have a child that was born in 2002 as well. So, and think just in that 22 years, all of these things have happened in Timor Leste. That's impressive. But even having said that, though, there's still a lot of work to do. And that's why we're still here as the United Nations, like we are in very many other countries. We have challenges in education. I've spoken about the children. we still have challenges in education, the levels of learning, the infrastructure that is available to do that, even with what the government has done. There are still challenges around health. There are challenges around food security and insecurity. Malnutrition and stunting, especially for children and babies, remain a big concern for the government of Timor Leste. So we are only here to support the challenges that have also been identified by government. So we continue to work hand in hand with government. And I'm very hopeful, actually, about the future of this country. That I say it all the time, and I mean it, with the right prioritization of issues, allocation of resources to those issues, and support of partners, not just the United Nations, but bilateral partners, the governments that are here, governments of Australia, of Japan, Korea, China, all of the countries that are working in this country to support the government. When everybody puts their hands together, by 2030, I do believe that most of the development objectives of this country would have been met.
Okay, it's very great. The answer from our honorable guests, that when we look back from 23 ago about the Timor Leste, so for today we see the development is very much from Timor Leste for many areas, for educations, and for the other one like the health is, for the children, everything is going well. Hopefully for the next we will help each other to go on to make our country to become better. Okay, so we go to the other. Could you tell us what is the contribution of the United Nations agencies in assisting the government of Timor-Leste in different areas?
So in some of the areas that I have highlighted, the United Nations, we have about 21 agencies, United Nations agencies that are working in Timor-Leste. Some, about 14, are based in Timor-Leste. The other 7 are based outside of Timor-Leste, but with offices here. And as you know, United Nations agencies have different mandates and different areas of expertise where they're supporting the different government. So how we work is, so I'll go a little bit. How we work is we have a 5-year plan with the government of Timor-Leste. It's called the United Nations Sustainable Development Cooperation Framework, which we signed with the government in 2019, started in 2020 to 2025. And this is a framework that looks at what is the support in agreement with government that UN can offer to the government of Timor-Leste. As UN, we are not government, so like I said, we only provide support. We provide support on technical assistance, which means capacity building. We support government on capacity building in areas of health, in education, early childhood education in particular, jobs, access to jobs, economic empowerment, disaster when there are disasters, disaster prevention, disaster response. We support government on that. We support government on governance issues in all of the languages. They are able to operate on all of the languages, but also that they leave school with integrity, with ethics, with things that make a society, because it's not just, we talk a lot about education and academics. They are very important. But what is even more important are the behaviors of children. How do children relate to each other? How do they take care of each other? How do they have integrity? Are they going to continue to have ethics when they grow up, and even as they are young children? Are they going to care about their country, about their environment? We have climate change. How do we grow young people, young children, to be adults in this country that care about the country, that cares about the environment, and their only wish is to make sure that Timor-Leste and Timorese gets the best out of the education that they have got. So I'm hoping, that is my expectation from the students. The way we can help as the United Nations, most of our support is through, of course, is through government, partnership with government, but we also support non-governmental organizations that are not for profit. And I know LABE is not for profit. So there are lots of ways. We've already, as we were coming here, had a discussion with the director around even fundraising. How can we support fundraising from individuals so that we can really scale up the resources that we mobilize for the school? We can expand, we get more children into the school because of what we have seen already. We have materials that we can contribute, we can donate to the school, but also look at our programming going forward. How do we provide support to not-for-profit schools like this that are doing excellent work in Timor Leste to grow a generation of new leaders? I want to say something before I end. We have the Summit of the Future happening in September here in New York. The Prime Minister, His Excellency Shanana Gusmao, will be leading the delegation of Timor-Leste. And one critical area of the Summit of the Future is about future generations and young people, because that has become the most important area that everybody is talking about. What world are we living to our young people? So it's important. So the school is exciting for me because it already demonstrates that these things are already happening, and we can plug what is happening to the Summit of the Future to show the world what Timorese and Timor-Leste can do and is actually doing.
So great. So this is the last one about what the expectation from our honorable guests for our students from LABE. So the only thing is not about the academic, we only learn about the academic or whatever, but it is also about the behaviors, integrity, to help each other, to care about each other, and also to care about the environments also. So this is the important message from our honorable guests for on now and then the future also. Okay, so the viewers and listeners of Radio TV LABE, so this is the end of our program, LABE Ho Estado. I would like to say thank you very much for our honorable guest, Ms. Fami Balgan, as a resident coordinator of United Nations in Timor-Leste. Once again, thank you very much because you have made your time to come to visit LABE and to share the information to all of us. So we are very happy, and once again, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Okay, well, also I would like to say thank you very much for the viewers, listeners of Radio TV LABE has accompanied us from the beginning until the end. From Studio LABE, me Natalina de Deus Amaral, on behalf of my friends, Team LABE, would like to say thank you very much and see you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you
very much.